The 2024 John Deere Classic is in the book, and it was one to remember. So, from Pro-Am Day way back on Wednesday to the final putt on Sunday, this is your 2024 full John Deere Classic recap. A whole week of golf out at TPC Deere Run is all said and done, and this year's John Deere Classic will be one that will be remembered for quite some time. 2024 off the list, on to 2025 we go, and so I wanted to give you a full recap of everything that went on this week. I've been covering the tournament ever since day one. Earlier in the week here on YouTube and on my Twitter, @Grant Dahlstrom, if you want to go check all that out and follow it. But, man oh man, we could not have asked for a better week. The weather was perfect for almost every second of the week. The golf was fantastic. The Saturday and Sunday concerts with Counting Crows and Lainey Wilson all went according to plan. It was terrific. So I want to try to let you realize what this meant, the moment, all of that, while also working kind of backwards to forwards. So where did we end? We ended with our champion, Davis Thompson, and there could not be a guy that I'm happier for to win. I was rooting for him ever since we started the week. Before he was even in the lead, he was one of the guys that I had my eye on after a tied for second finish last week at the Racket Mortgage. He comes here, walks away with $1.44 million as he gets his first career PGA Tour win, catapults from 51st to 22nd in the FedEx Cup. It's a big-time win for him. He did it in front of his wife. Could not have meant more to him, as we heard in his post-round interview. Very special for Davis Thompson, our winner. Back on the leaderboard, Michael Thorbjornsen, Luke Clanton, two future stars, along with Thompson, the three top guys on the leaderboard. These guys will all be special someday. Thorbjornsen and Clanton tied for second at 24 under. Winning score for Thompson, 28 under, as he breaks the tournament low scoring record previously held by Michael Kim back in 2018 at 27 under. And so, following up, Clanton and Thorbjornsen tied for second. I guess also a CT Pan tied for second at 24 under after a 7 under final round. So good tournament for him. He gets his ticket to the Open along with Davis Thompson. Tied for fifth, Ben Griffin, Carson Young. Plenty of good tournaments for them. They should be happy with their performances. And then, excuse me, some of the big names as we go down the list. It's Denny McCarthy, 7 under final round, 21 under for the tournament. Tied for 6th the last 2 years of the John Deere Classic. Tied for 7th this year. He surely will be disappointing, but it's really the third round that let him down. Good final round, good first 2 rounds. Just couldn't get anything going in that third round, but still nothing to complain about. I'm happy for Denny. Another top finish. Sung J Im tied for 12th after a strong final round, and then the big story of the week was Jordan Spieth making his return to the Quad Cities. He gets a tied for 26th, 15 under par, but just a 1 under final round. He was hoping to follow up an excellent third round with a little bit of a better finish, but still, he brought out the fans, and it was fun to watch. JT Poston, former champ, he's tied for 30th at 14 under in there. And then as you go down, Sepp Straka, really disappointing week for him as the defending champ could only get as far as 8 under par. So that knocks off a lot of the big names, I guess. And that's really the full leaderboard breakdown. And that's everything you need to know about the tournament. Conditions were favorable for scoring. These guys went low, record-winning performance by Davis Thompson. But now I want to start out the week and share some of the highlights that I witnessed. In the first round, it was a 59, the 14th sub-60 round in PGA Tour history, and it belonged to Hayden Springer, who ended his tournament at a tied for 7th, 21 under. So he got off to a 12 under start in round 1, kind of just fell his way into the finish line. But still, for a guy who had missed, I believe it's 7 out of his last 8 cuts, he will definitely take some good couple thousands of dollars away from this John Deere Classic. As we moved into Friday, he had the 4-shot lead over Harry Hall, and then those guys kind of got overtaken. The big days belonged to Aaron Rye and CT Pan. They were both tied for the lead at 14 under heading into round 3, where we got the cut, got rid of half the field. Cut lined up at 5 under. It usually sits around 3 or 4 under. This year, extra low, 5 unders. Again, the conditions were soft. Guys were going very low out at TPC Tier Run. That's what they did. The cut line at 5 under. A couple of the big names got through, which was good. And with Ryan Pan taking the lead into Saturday, but then here comes Michael Thompson. He shoots a round 362. That is 9 under par. He gets himself into the mix. 21 under. Rye and Pan, 2 back at 19 under. Eric Cole trickling up. He's at 19 under as well. So it's all going to come down to the finish. A 2-stroke lead for Davis Thompson heading into the final round. You don't know what's going to happen, but then bang, he comes out with a bang on Sunday. He shoots 29 on the front 9, 7 under, and then he goes... Then he just stays right there on the back. He's played safe. That's all you need to do with a big lead. He holds on to that 4-shot lead as it got kind of shaky there. Got down to 3 at one point, but then, thanks to some late bogeys from guys behind him, and then a late birdie as well, he was able to carry a 28 under record score into the finish line. He takes home the bronze Deere trophy, and he gets his first PGA Tour win. The crowds were awesome. Every single day. It was impressive. The ice cream was great. The food was great. The people were great. The players were great. The field was as deep as it's been in years. Everything you could look at, everything you could ask for was perfect. And then last night it was just fitting that Laney Wilson played through the rain. Nobody left. Everybody stayed there. It poured almost the whole show. And yet the bleachers, the hillside, the hospitality tents, everything stayed full because that's what happened all weekend. The crowds were amazing. So Davis Thompson, the 2024 John Deere Classic winner, he'll have his bobblehead next year. A big return to TPC Tier Run, as now that makes it 3 straight champions that have stayed in the same house. Poston, Straka, and now Thompson. It'll be great to see him try to defend his title next year, as he has a very bright future ahead of him, does the 25-year-old. Davis Thompson, the 2024 John Deere Classic champion, as he finishes off one of the most memorable John Deere Classics in history. The 53rd edition is one to remember. Thank you so much for following along on all of my platforms for all the coverage this week, here on YouTube, X, everywhere you can look. Thank you for being there, and I hope you enjoyed everything from this year's John Deere Classic. I'm definitely going to walk away with this one saying it was a success. David Thompson, the champion. Lots of memories made at TPC Tier Run. The 2024 John Deere Classic is done. Goodbye, everybody.